here we go. Welcome to Sith Talkers, the Star Wars podcast. I'm your host, Ferrando, joined by my special What If guest host,
Robbie! Wan Kenobi.
discussing, debating a variety of Star Wars topics. Welcome to episode 73, the August What If Star Wars scenario!
Yo, I don't know how you do that, dude. I'm seeing spots, yo. I thought I was gonna pass out. Like, I ain't gonna lie, dude. I'm smelling burnt toast. Here comes a stroke. Let's go.
All right, Sith Talkers, you know what time of the month it is. It's time for the What Ifs with Lando and Robbie Wan Kenobi. We have brought you such features and such people as Frank the Tank, Jimmy Skywalker, and the list kind of goes on. So, I wonder if we will get a new character this week to build to the repertoire.
You said it's that time of the month, but we're better than a period because we don't make you bleed.
Hey-oh! All right, Sith Talkers, really quickly. So, you know how Lando likes to do it here at the beginning, right? It's random thoughts with Lando. And you know, because Lando has random thoughts during the week about Star Wars. And Robbie, this was Lando's random thought this week.
What else do you think about?
Exactly. So, Rob, you know episode 3, because you've seen the prequels, and I specifically thought of this for you, because I wanted to think about something randomly from the prequel movies. So, I knew, because you haven't seen the newer movies, you've seen the prequels and the originals. Okay, so, you remember Palpatine from episode 3. He's at the opera. You remember that scene? It's like a little squiggly things in the water, and it's the opera.
Yes.
It's all the high, fancy, uppity Coruscant people. Okay, so Palpatine. You know, he's sitting there, and Anakin comes in, and he's just like, have you ever heard of Dark Plagueis the White? And he's talking to him, right? Explaining about the Dark Lord, the Sith, blah, 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 blah. He's a dick! He's a dick! You know why he's a dick? Because Coruscant Phil, who's like sitting like near Palpatine somewhere. Listen, Sith Talkers, and Obi-Wan, Robbie Wan Kenobi, just hear me out real fast. Coruscant Phil is just your everyday, average Coruscant, person. He works for a living. It took him 6 months of wages to save up to go to the opera. Okay? Because he loves the opera. Coruscant Phil loves the opera. It took him 6 months of wages. Palpatine, he fucking just walks in for free, right? He just walks in for free. So, Palpatine is blah, 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 Dark Plagueis the Wise. Coruscant Phil is sitting there. He's like, shut the fuck up! I'm trying to listen to the opera! I paid 6 months of wages to come here and listen to the opera, and you're fucking talking through the whole thing! Dick!
Young Skywalker, we must worried about doing the Death Star.
And he's like, look, motherfucker, dude, I have had a long week at work busting my ass off, okay? My wife doesn't work. She's taking care of the 8 kids we have because apparently I don't know how to use a condom. And you're over here yapping your ear off during... It's like the same thing you go to the movies.
Yes.
Dude, there's always that one person. Every movie I've ever been to has had a crying baby in it. But one. And that one that didn't have a crying baby in it was the one that should have had a crying baby in it. It was fucking Lego Movie. Like, you would think that one would have the baby in it. But no, I'm watching Ghost Rider, or I'm watching, like... Knives Out. There's a baby. I'm like, if you If you have a baby and you go to the movies and your excuse is that you needed to go to the movies and you had to bring your baby, then you don't get to go to the fucking movies.
Thank you. Thank you, Robbie Wan Kenobi. It looks like I picked a random topic that you agree with me on. Like, Palpatine, shut the fuck up. People in movie theaters, put your fucking phones down and shut the fuck up.
I would have John Wilkes Booth the mother lover. Like, dude, I would have shot him dead straight in that theater. Like, excuse me. Like, I make it a thing that when I go to the movies, if somebody does start talking or I've had people answer their phones, I call it out. I'm like, dude, take it the fuck outside. And it's not just because I want to get confrontational. It's because you know how often people go out to go do something. For a lot of people, it's not all the time. So I'm like, you're being very inconsiderate when that happens.
That's why I bring it back to the opera scene. I was just randomly thinking. I was like, you know what?
And if you're paying to go to an opera, out of all things, oh my God, you're already in for an ear beating. Why would you want to hear it from some dude on his cell phone?
I'm
or
just
one
saying,
dude talking about blowing up the Death Star or designing the
exactly.
Death Star.
You're sitting there trying to
That's
enjoy
what happened.
the opera,
Dude.
and you got some jackhole, blah, 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 blah. It's like, God.
That's what happened. He missed designing the railings because the dude interrupted him while he was in the middle of designing the idea for it.
Anakin, we need the walkways, but, sir, you need to, oh, yes. Okay, Anakin. Okay, go. All right, just thinking about it. I was thinking about, it's one of my favorite scenes of the prequel movies, but I was just thinking, like, yeah, man, what if there's people there that are trying to enjoy, like, what's going on, and you're just talking through the whole thing, being a prick. There you go. Palpatine, dick, talking during the opera. Going from, speaking of dicks, right? Because that's how we always start things off here. All right, here we go. Here we go, Sith Talkers. You know what time it is and how we start off, Sith Talkers. Dick time with Lando. Dick time with Lando. Dick time with Lando. Dick time with Lando. Who's got biggest dick?
Who's got the biggest dick? Who's got the biggest dick? Who's got the biggest dick? Dick time with Lando. Dick time with Lando.
Dick time with Lando. Dick
time with Lando.
Who's got biggest dick?
Biggest dick.
Biggest dick.
Biggest dick.
Biggest dick.
Biggest dick. Biggest dick. Dick time with Lando.
You know
it's dick time with Lando.
Dick time with Lando. Dick time. Dick time with
Lando. It was way better the first time we did it. Deaf.
All right, Sith Talkers, you know what time it is. It's time for Dick Time with Lando, Star Wars character versus Star Wars character. Who has the biggest dick? All right, so we're not going to do Star Wars characters this week. And this week is a special edition inspired by Robbie Wan Kenobi. I was listening to one of his podcasts on Out of the Blank, and I got a little inspiration. So, Robbie Wan Kenobi, this dick time has been inspired by you.
Oh, God.
And we're going to do a Mortal Kombat dick time with Lando. Get over here. Yeah. We're going to have Sub-Zero versus Scorpion.
Wow. That's cheap as hell, dude. Why would you pick those two? They're always thrown in. That's like when when someone asks, like, I'm a fan of Johnny Cash. What's your favorite song? I like Burning Ring of Fire. Can you name another one? No, because that's all I fucking know. Why would say it's what you're doing with Mortal Kombat? You gotta pick 2 other characters, dude. Like Raiden versus like
The lightning guy? Okay.
Yeah, lightning guy. Raiden versus, and then you should switch series like Street Fighter and pick something from Street Fighter.
But I listened to your podcast. The gentleman that was on said he loved Street Fighter, but you were more of a Mortal Kombat guy. That's why I'm doing Mortal Kombat. Sub-Zero versus Scorpion, the 2 most iconic characters of Mortal Kombat. OG characters of Mortal Kombat. All right, Sub-Zero, Scorpion. Who do you got? Who's got the biggest dick?
This is like a really long answer for me because I'm conflicted because I really like Scorpion, but I also didn't like how popular he was, so I really started to enjoy Sub-Zero, and then I really started liking Sub-Zero more with the whole ice factor. So I feel like it would be Sub-Zero because, like, what's Scorpion's weakness is the cold, and what happens when your dick gets cold? It shrinks. So in a fight, he probably is. It's basically inside of him. It's not even out. So Sub-Zero is probably like, I'm used to the cold, where mine actually grows.
It's a pretty good point. But I will say,
imagine training instead of training to fight, training just to keep a hard on during the cold.
Yeah, but Scorpion.
I've spent years in the mountains.
I would pick Scorpion because even though Sub-Zero freezes him, you already know what he's gonna do, right? Get over here, and the fucking spear's gonna come out. It's gonna shatter the ice, and his dick is gonna be like.
Well, I could tell you I win because if Scorpion has to pull you closer to him, that obviously means that his dick can't touch you from over there. So that means Sub-Zero wins because he doesn't need to do that.
You know what I really like about Sub-Zero is you did the buttons and you would freeze the ground and the enemy would...
Yeah, and the guy would keep doing it over and over again if you played on multiplayer, and you're like, you son of a bitch, let me move.
Number 1, you could throw ice balls and freeze you completely. And then number 2, you could fucking throw ice on the ground and make me fucking slip and slide. All right. Just for those 2 factors and that he's always cold, so his dick is not affected by the cold. Sub-Zero has the bigger dick. All right, Sith Talkers. So Sub-Zero has the biggest dick. And this has been Dick Time with Lando. Dick Time with Lando. Dick Time with Lando. Dick Time with Lando. Who's got the biggest dick? Who's got biggest dick? Dick time with Lando. You know it's Dick Time with Lando. Dick time with Lando. Dick time. Sub-Zero has the biggest dick. All right. Sub-Zero. I like it. I like
turning into the fucking Mr. Rogers show where there's just music and learning in it. Hey, I think that Mr. Rogers.
I grew up watching Mr. Rogers, and
he's a pedophile. I bet you $20 is going to come out. I've been saying it for years I've been saying it for the past couple hundred episodes now.
How come a nice guy just
let me tell you
something?
Nice
guy. How come let me
tell you something. Hey, before you freak out, before you have your little panic attack, so listen to this. I've been listening to Joe Rogan's newest episode. He mentioned what happens if Mr. Rogers comes out and he turns out to be a bad guy. And I've been saying that for hundreds of episodes. And he also said my sympathy and empathy thing that I mentioned. I'm like, is he listening to me? I have no freaking clue. I'm like, imagine that.
No!
Bill Cosby was a bad guy and everybody thought he was a good guy. So I'm just saying, hey, you never know. I get bad feelings about people, and I'm telling you, Mr. Rogers, I've had the worst feeling on it. I'm banking on it. My mom doesn't believe me. Nobody believes me. Just wait till it comes out. Give it a year.
Sith Talkers. Is Mr. Rogers just a nice guy? Or do you think
nobody's that nice to their fucking neighbor?
Or do you think it's not something
Mm.
in the closet?
There's a picture. If you just type in on the GIFs, Mr. Rodgers of him putting on a clown mask, that's death. That's evil.
Oh.
That is some Conjuring It bullshit. Let me tell you something.
The man was just a very, 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 very nice guy. That's it. That's it.
No.
Just people can't be nice. People just can't be nice.
No, that's a fake personality. I can tell.
Geez.
It's
all right.
Person put on too much makeup, and you're like, that's a fake. That's a mask.
Oh boy. All right.
Imagine if Mr. Rogers was in Star Wars. Oh. I'd rather do this. I'd rather do the impersonation than this. Come on.
Oh, muy. Robbie Wan Kenobi, Misa do impressions. Oh. Whoa. Robbie Wan Kenobi. Come to me, I set you free, Misa will. Robbie Wan Kenobi. Whoa! Oh, Robbie Wan Kenobi, come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with Misa. Oh, muy. Robbie Wan Kenobi. Oh, you still want to do impression? Misa do impression. Oh, but do you know what time it is? Robbie Wan Kenobi. It's movie quotes with Jar Jar. Whoa, Misa back. Whoa. Ba 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 ba. Jar Jar's back in town. Jar Jar's back in town. Whoa!
You notice how my enthusiasm dies as Jar Jar comes in.
Woo! Wow!
It's that cocaine energy.
Woo! All right. So the movie quote from last week, Robbie Wan Kenobi. See, Misa do voices. Do or do not. There is no try. It was Master Yoda.
Powers must. I don't even think I can do it. My voice, like, I shredded it with the intro.
Robbie Wan Kenobi, you can do impressions. That's like Misa. Woohoo! Woo! Ow! 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 Jar Jar and Topples sitting in a tree. Oh! K-I-S-S-I-N-G! Whoa! First comes Jar Jar in Topples' pants. Woo! 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 Whoa! Sorry, I had some dirty thoughts about me and Captain Topples from last night. Woohoo!
I don't think I can ever watch Star Wars and think of Jar Jar the same after you.
Are you ready? For the new movie quote this week, sir. Here we go.
I hope it comes soon.
Here we go, Sith. There's a snake in Misa boots. Whoa!
You gotta give one that's challenging out there, man. Seriously, if nobody's ever seen that movie, then this is the sad day.
Robbie Wan Kenobi, me and Topples' love is to infinity and beyond! Whoa! Ow! Ow!
I want to give a Harvard movie quote for people.
You know what we were singing last night? Robbie Wan Kenobi inside of the bedroom. A love shack. Ooh, Misa love shack. Ooh, Topple shack. Ooh, Topple shack. Ooh, sitting down the road, pulling down his pants, and we are doing Misa dance. Woo! Ah! There you go. Thanks, Jar Jar. It looks like him and Tarples might have made up. Because Captain Tarbles was missing for a while, so. But
he was on a cocaine bender.
All right, Sith Talkers. So leave your comments below for movie quotes with Jar Jar. Let me know. All right, Sith Talkers. On to the main topic today: the what if Star Wars scenarios. goes. All right, Sith Talkers. So, Lando, because every single month that I do this, I always ask everyone to, comment, send me messages, let me know what your what if is, and I might use it on a future what if episode. And I do have one of our listeners' what if scenarios that they sent me last month, and I'm going to use it this month. So, would you like me to go first, or do you want to go first, Robbie Wan Kenobi?
I'd love to hear the what if.
Okay, so look here, I wasn't lying. Post-it note, I posted it, I put it up on my wall. So this is from Fordo Dinjarin 117 on Instagram. He sent me this what if. What if all the clones disobeyed Order 66 and they themselves killed Palpatine? That's pretty interesting, right? Because all the clones, once execute Order 66, and then there's like an inhibitor chip, and then doesn't matter what they were doing, they automatically kill Jedi. So his version is, what if they all disobeyed, and he was like, execute Order 66, and all the clone troopers were like, fuck you, you seen Rambo, yo Murdoch, we're coming to get you, right? Yo Palpatine, we're coming to get you. Could you imagine?
Did you just mix up Rambo and A-Team?
No, it's a line in a Rambo movie.
He says, "Yo Murdoch, we're coming to get you." I've never heard that line.
Yeah, it's in Rambo 2 or 3.
I wasn't a fan after the first one.
First one was really good, man. He's fucking like hiding in leaves and shit. Anyways, so the clone troopers, yes. So you remember there's the scene in Revenge of the Sith where all the clone troopers are attacking the Jedi Temple with Anakin? Imagine like 1,000 clone troopers storming like the Senate and coming after Palpatine.
All I wanted was an Egg McMuffin. I thought that's what Order 66 was.
Well, you gotta remember, man, because Order 66 is Palpatine's, this is how I destroy the Jedi Order. If the clones do not perform Order 66, the Jedi Order doesn't go down. And the Jedi Order's still there, which means Palpatine fails.
There's balance in the universe.
Well, he would have to run, man. He'd have to run like a little bitch. What if the clone troopers did not execute Order 66? Do you think the stormtroopers or the clone troopers, they would revolt against just everybody? Maybe they revolt against the Jedi and Palpatine, and they're just like, hey, motherfuckers, there's like 1,000 of us. We can fucking rule the galaxy.
What if
there
was a drug like PCP or cocaine that the Jedis or the Sith could take and it would enhance their force ability?
The Jedis wouldn't do that because they would just meditate.
But it wouldn't be a drug. Like, it wouldn't be like, it's like, so you can get it in drug form, or you can also like get the derivative, like coffee's technically a drug. So it'd be like that. It wouldn't be considered an actual drug.
Okay, so I will say this. I don't think like Obi-Wan Kenobi, he would never touch this stuff, right? But I'm sure you're going to have like your handful of Jedis that are going to just be like, hey man, take a load of this.
You telling me Ewan McGregor doesn't drink coffee? That's a load of shit.
No, dude. Obi-Wan Kenobi is the most straight-laced Jedi we ever see in any of the movies. He is straight as an arrow. Come on. I'm talking about, you probably have your group of, Jedis in the temple, and they're just like, hey man, let's try this shit out. And it fucking amps them up.
Man.
And then in 6 hours, they're just like, oh man, I can't believe we did that.
Hey man,
we're never doing that again.
Trip on some LSD, man.
That's some LSD. That's how we wrote the White Album.
The best time to make music is just take a lot of drugs and see what happens.
LSD. How do you think we wrote other songs? That's true. That's actually a true story. The Beatles were like they were on drugs when they made Sgt. Pepper and the White Album, and so I see what you're saying. So if you had a bunch of Jedi, all like,
Well, imagine like the Sith would open up this little vial, and then they would like either rub it on their teeth or they would snort it, and next thing you know, they get this like amplified force effect. So then,
Yeah.
his like the Emperor's lightning bolts would become longer and stronger.
Yes, I can see the Sith using this for sure.
This is like a Viagra commercial.
Yeah, so you got the bad guy. I'm gonna destroy you. Can you hold on 1 second?
If it does not disappear in 3 hours, call a doctor.
Palpatine. Yes.
Imagine if everyone in Star Wars wearing robes popped a boner at the worst time. Like you're in a meeting and it's like, it's nice to meet. Oh my. C-3PO.
Oh dear.
And Han Solo's like, that's why I have it taped down and I'm wearing leather pants.
Are those leather pants you have, or are you just happy to see me? I have a
Is
bad
that your
feeling about
lightsaber?
this. Is that a lightsaber in your pocket? You just happy to see me.
Goes back to like our first what if about Star Wars
shoots,
porn.
Mine shoots all natural, baby. Oh shit.
I still roll with the fact of like a drug that enhances their Jedi ability. I think that's a really good one.
I like that.
You've seen the movie Judge Dredd, like where they take the drug and stuff, and then all of them can. That'd be sick, dude. Just
there's.
take
I mean,
drug.
I lean more towards Sith. Right, would definitely 1,000%.
Then it would be an illegal substance, so the Sith would be smuggling it in, and then the Jedi are trying to stop it. But the Jedi are at basically with like one hand tied behind their back because their force powers aren't as strong as the Siths.
Well, that's what I'm saying, and you're going to have those Jedi who are going to take it, because they want to feel the power, and then maybe they become more Siths.
Or the Jedi have to burn it, but then some of them end up using it. So it's like this whole like conundrum of what's good or bad if it makes us stronger. We're supposed to be an elite team and we can't even fight because these guys are on freaking PCP for Jedi.
Well, yeah, because would you have to take it and able to fight the Sith Lord who took it? You'd have to. Or the Sith Lord would just whoop your ass.
Man, I mean, isn't erectile medication enhancing your abilities? Yes. Is it wrong? I don't know.
What is it for your dick or is it for your fucking powers? Like what are we talking about here?
I don't know what we're talking about, to be 100% honest with you. I am like down a rabbit hole where I'm already thinking of ways we can create an advertisement for this type of drug, or how would they sell it on the streets? What would be the pound? Would you sell it by the pound or would it be sold by the bag? I have no clue.
Oh my God. I was thinking it might be like an injection. Right?
I'm not injecting anything into my crotch. Maybe my arm, but no. I take that back. I would never do that.
I hope not. Good Lord.
If I'm going to enhance my force power, it's got to be something where you like sniff it, so then your eyes get all wide and then the universe opens up. Drugs are good, kids. Drugs are good.
We're down this rabbit hole with these force enhancements. Would the drug enhance all your abilities or just one of your abilities?
It should be one, because I feel like if you enhance all of them, then you're like a super soldier.
And it probably blows your body up because your body can't handle all that force energy because it's too much. Right? Because you already know you're going to have like Jedi Cody. He's going to be like, hey, motherfuckers, check this out. Because, right, his body can't handle it.
That makes me think of like bullets when they're stuck in somebody. It's like your body will reject the foreign object. So that's why a lot of people leave bullets in you if you get shot and it doesn't hurt any organs.
Yeah, sometimes.
It's like the drug. Eventually, it really you start losing your hair and then you end up looking like Palpatine. So maybe Palpatine would look better if he took the drug.
Maybe that's the drug that's keeping him alive in the new movie. You haven't seen the new movie, so he's hooked up to a machine in the new movie in the episode 9. He's hooked up to a machine. And that's what's keeping him alive. So, and it could be drug enhanced stuff. Absolutely. That's why you need to watch.
Is it wrong to be strong?
You need to watch those movies, man.
I know. I'm gonna plan on doing it soon, at least.
Soon.
I'm sorry, dude. Honestly, the new ones aren't. I mean, I love the camera action. I love the. I've seen some trailers for it, and I've seen like the beginning 5 minutes of, I guess, the very first new one that they made. It's just really hard to sit down and watch something like that because I just love the old ones so much. It's like watching the new ones. It's like watching Teen Titans Go. You just don't believe in it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teen Titans. Dude, there's new Looney Tunes on, because I have HBO Max. So yeah, there's brand new Looney Tunes cartoons on HBO Max. So it's just not the same. I get it, man, right? I get it. Nostalgia and retro stuff is like really, really popular like right now. But I think they need to chill on the remakes, you know?
It's like, just really hard to compete with the first one. It's like when you watch a movie and then like it doesn't hold up and you're like, wow, I should have just left that like how I remembered it. It's like, it's so hard to be creative, it seems like, even though we're still creating creative.
Because, right, I love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies when I was a kid. And then when my kids were kids because they're adults now, but like when I watched those movies when they were kids and I'm an adult, I was just going, God, I used to love this movie. This movie's fucking terrible. It's like, wow. But, you know, that's the magic of being a child. And that's the magic of Star Wars, right? Especially when you're a child. Because last week we were talking about our favorite...
Well, hold on. You can't say that's the magic of being a child and magic of Star Wars. It's because the fact of you can be an adult and still love that type of stuff on the factor of it's futuristic stuff. It's stuff I wish we had this today. Like that stuff I feel like we at least should have an inclination of at least some of that technology, at least a saber that can like burn shit, you know, if you touch it. Like, I mean, you know how many kids would stop trying to use sharp objects if it just sliced your whole arm off?
Okay, so you proved my point. Because you're an adult now. You're viewing Star Wars going,
am I an adult?
Wouldn't it be cool if the lightsaber, like, we had a real one to burn through stuff? Dude, when you're 8 years old, you just think a fucking lightsaber is cool as fuck. That's it. You just think it's awesome. And you just want to like sword fight with it. That proves my point. When you view something as a child and you view something as an adult, you love something different, right? Even though it could be the same thing, the lightsaber. I loved lightsabers when I was a child. I love lightsabers as an adult, but the reason I love it is different. What I was saying was last week we did our top 5 characters from each trilogy. Right? The prequels, the original, and the sequel. Well, they can be different when you're a child, and they can be different when you're an adult, and they could be the same, but they could be for different reasons. Because you could like somebody for, you know, the lightsaber, but then you like, you know, you might like Luke because he wielded a lightsaber, but you might like Luke because he redeems his father as an adult, because that's more of an adult thing. Right.
So kind of like the age changes your perspective on the movie.
Absolutely. Because I love Star Wars, right? I love Star Wars as a child. I love Star Wars as a teenager. And I love Star Wars as an adult. And the reason I love Star Wars has changed through the years. Right.
Well, is like the reason why you continue watching it now because you love it? Or do you love more of the factor of now you have a podcast about it? Is that why you watch The Mandalorian?
I've loved Star Wars my entire life. The podcast is just bonus, right? So if I stopped doing the podcast today, this was the last episode that ever came out, I would still watch all these movies 1,000 more times. I would still buy more toys and... Nah, man, I love Star Wars.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about the actual Star Wars. I'm talking about more on the concept of like The Mandalorian and all these other ones that are coming out. Do you love them because you actually love it? Or do you love it because of the factor of it's just keeping up with the same podcast concept?
No. So The Mandalorian like gives you that original trilogy feel. That's why I love The Mandalorian. So the Clone Wars, man, the Clone Wars has been out since like 2007. And I've loved the Clone Wars since 2007, 2008. Star Wars Resistance, that was a cartoon more childish. I don't want to say I love it, but I liked it. I watched it. I enjoyed it. I bought some of those toys. Star Wars Rebels. I really like Star Wars Rebel because there was a lot of stuff that ties in with the Rebel Alliance. Ezra, Ahsoka was in there. Saw Gerrera was in there, who was in Rogue One. Like Rogue One, the Han Solo movie. I just love Star Wars. Like you said, like, it's like, are you gonna like everything? I don't think, you have to like everything. Lando just ends up, like me, I'm speaking to myself in the third person, I just love it, man. Like, I watch it, and I'm like, I love this. Rogue One comes out, I watch it, I'm like, that's a damn good Star Wars movie, because it was more grittier. Han Solo comes out, people shit all over it. I watched it, I was like, this movie's super fun. And the more I watch it, the more I love it, too. And then, all the new movies. I love all the new movies. So, and I can watch them, repeat it. Now, I have problems with them, don't get me wrong, but I love the movies. I just love Star Wars. Like I said, it's sci-fi, fantasy, the storytelling, characters, like you said, futuristic, outer space, lightsabers, spaceships, family. And like I said, I've said this on past episodes and stuff, family is what connects all these movies. And as an adult, and as being a father, and like I said, now my kids are like adults pretty much, it's just family is the core to Star Wars, and relationships are friendships, family, and love is what is at the center of Star Wars. And I think that's why I love these movies so much, and especially when it's set in a science fiction world. It's bonus for me because I love science fiction.
So I was Googling while you were talking that whole time of the factor of...
I'm long.
No.
Sorry, I went on a little...
No, I'm saying the popularity factor of what Star Wars is now.
I don't care.
Well, it's actually increased since the movies have stopped.
Listen, right? I loved Star Wars when it wasn't popular, right?
But specifically the new ones aren't as popular as the old ones are getting, because now people are going back for the remakes, which I think is fucking awesome because I love the older ones.
Yeah. That's why I think you should give the new ones a shot, man. Hey, dude, if you don't like them, you don't like them. But at least, check them out. So, dude, they're not as good as the original. Nothing can touch A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back.
Well, people talk trash like, how can you not like the new ones and you prefer the old ones? I'm like, because the old ones there wasn't that much camera value that needed to go into it to make it such a good film.
No,
you watch the new stuff now, I'm like, I get it, why it's good. I understand. I mean, it's amazing. When I was watching the first couple minutes, the camera was amazing. Yeah. But the story I couldn't fall in love with like I could in the originals.
But it's a continuation of the story, right? So that's why I feel you should keep watching it, because you watch the first 5 minutes. Well, you do get introduced to Han Solo's son in the first 5 minutes of the movie. So it still all connects. So that's why you got to watch it. And you do get Han, Luke, and Leia, or not together, but you do get them in all three movies. So
I didn't really care too much for them. I only cared about Obi-Wan.
Well, he's not in any of them.
He's dead.
Well, he's a Force ghost voice.
He's dead. Ghosts are dead.
He's a voice in The Force Awakens, and he's a voice in The Rise of Skywalker. But that's it. Yeah, you never see him or anything. So, yeah, that was one of the things, like I said, not to, like, so at the end of the last movie, The Rise of Skywalker, all the Jedi are talking to Rey, but it's all voices. Everybody wanted to see, like, Force ghosts, which would have been so much cooler.
Yeah, but it ended up turning into like Jacob and Edward with like Twilight and stuff, where it was like Team Jacob, Team Edward. Like they wanted them to like Rey,
Kylo,
I think.
Reylo.
Yeah, Kylo and Rey.
Reylo.
They wanted them to like make out or be in a relationship or something. Like, I'm Team Jedward. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, this is brother and sister type stuff.
Well, they are not related like Luke and Leia were in the original trilogy. So, because that's the thing, you find out where Rey comes from finally in the third movie. You know who, right, her parents and her grandparents are. And you already know Kylo. Kylo's the son of Han and Leia. So,
yeah, I know, because you spoiled how Han Solo dies by his son. And I'm like, well, thanks. Now I really don't need to watch the movies, because any surprises I'm going to have. You're going to spoil the Titanic for me. Next, you're going to tell me that Leo's not going to jump off that ship.
Well, I will say this. I mean, there's a door that's in the water, and they both try to get on it, and they both can't fit on it, and yeah, he just stays in the water.
No way.
You're kidding. It's excellent. Hey, I love that movie. All right. right, Sith Talkers. So there you go. There is. We kind of went on a tangent about why Lando loves Star Wars. But I'm very passionate about Star Wars. So, but there's your what ifs. Like I said, what if the clone troopers did not follow Order 66 and they revolted against everybody? What if? And Robbie's was, what if there was some kind of like force serum or drug and it enhanced a power or power.
You said serum, it's serum, but imagine if it was like Miss Butterworth's pancake syrup that they had to drink and it made them like super freaking strong.
Oh boy.
Like just eating my pancakes over here. Let me use some of this special Jedi syrup that enhances my abilities so I can shock the toaster and get my egg
the wrong bottle. I can see it now. It's like, it's the guy, the guy's like, I need, hey, Phil, I need syrup. Yeah. There you go.
You junkie.
Phil, why are you sweating? What's going on? I need more syrup.
Must eat syrup.
Anyways, I don't know where this is going. It's turned into like an addiction. Like an addiction. Like, what if? All right. I don't know what's going on. There's our what ifs for August. Once again, Sith Talkers, what do you guys think of the what ifs? Leave your comments below. What are your what ifs? Once again, leave your what ifs in the comments below. Hit me up on Instagram at Sith Talkers. Let me know if you have a what if, and I will use it for September's what if episode. I like getting your feedback and your comments. I like using your what ifs. They're fun. So, yeah. And hopefully they're not about drugs and drug addiction.
And rock and roll!
They'd be like, hey, Tony, yeah, watch this. I'm on a highway to the Death Star! I don't know, it just gives me this voice. I can talk like this. Yeah.
I never even did the impressions.
Oh man, dude, I can't do that. I can't do that one for long. Man, rip your throat up, man. How's that guy sing?
Oh, dude, he's gone deaf. He can't even play music anymore. They had to kick him out because he couldn't hear when to come in.
You got the Cantinas, guys. We're looking for a new lead singer. Yep, next. I'm on the highway to Tatooine.
Dude, if I was his band members, I would, like, while he's sleeping, try and throw popcorn into his mouth to see if we can get him to choke one night so we wouldn't have to play with him. Is that wrong?
I'd be like, what do you think, guys? Yeah, I think you're a bit over the top. What are you talking about? Whew.
You're going to have a headache tomorrow.
My best friend's Luke Skywalker! Oh, man. I'm getting a headache right now. I'm actually getting a little lightheaded. Maybe I need some of that. Maybe I need some of that syrup.
That syrup. That's that good old Aunt Jemima. Really lets it sink in.
What are you doing? I'm just pouring it. It'll soak into my pores.
Just one sniff.
All right. I don't know what's going on. All right. So we're going to wrap it up. Before we wrap it up, we'll just do one more quick segment. All right, Sith Talkers, it is now time for Who Does It Better? All right. So been a little bit since we've done Who Does It Better. This is where Lando and Robbie will face off toe-to-toe, head-to-head, and we will do an impression. And then you, the Sith Talkers, will leave comments below and tell us who does it better. All right, Robbie, you are my guest. I did not have this segment prepared. This is totally improv right now. Robbie Wan Kenobi. So, you go ahead, you pick somebody, and we will both do an impression. Hopefully, I know how to do it.
No, wait, I want the Arby's. What am I talking about? Arby's commercial. Yes, the deep voice man. The beautiful man. I don't know.
All right, Sith Talkers, we are going to do the Arby's announcer.
We don't care about the name of the guy. He only gets credit for the sandwich.
All right, so the Arby's announcer. Okay, I'll go first, I guess. All right, here we go. Here's Lando, Arby's announcer. Arby's roast beef. What does Lando have in his pants? He has roast beef. Yeah.
That was awful. My turn?
I don't have a deep voice. See, this goes against me. I have the high,
Is it my turn?
I have the high voice. I don't have like a real deep
You wanted to do Caitlyn Jenner?
So.
Yum yum tum tum.
No, I want to do the lead singer from AC/DC. AC/DC!
I'm making gasoline, cause it helps to scream. I got the biggest hemorrhoids that you ever seen. I'm on a highway to hell.
Alright, can I do my Arby's impression?
All right, here we go. Robbie Wan Kenobi, Arby's voice over. Who does it better? Take it away, Rob.
Arby's, we have the meats.
It's pretty good. That's pretty good!
Do you like car insurance?
I like car insurance.
Get a $5 meat mountain that just stokes
I can
upon
save
your
15% with Geico.
They don't sponsor us, but hey, we're looking for sponsors. Geico, if you want to sponsor us, come on over.
Alrighty then.
I'm on a highway to Geico.
My throat's starting to hurt.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a lozenge after this.
So the Arby's voiceover guy. All right, Sith Talkers, who did it better? Lando, Robbie Wan Kenobi. Leave your votes, comments below. All right, Sith Talkers. So I'm going to do the wrap-up as always. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and Robbie Wan Kenobi this week. We are your alternative Star Wars podcast show. If you like what you're seeing, what you're hearing, please subscribe to us on YouTube. Hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs down, hit the little bell notifications. You'll get notified every Sunday when the new episodes drop. And if you are an audio listener, I do appreciate you also. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, on Sticher, on all the podcast platforms. Follow us on all the social media out there at Sith Talkers, on Instagram, on the Twitter, on Facebook, or shoot me an email, sithtalkers@gmail.com. Shoot me your what if. Once again, I just really want to thank everybody for hanging out with us. You know, we just want to bring you guys a little bit of entertainment in this crazy, crazy world that's going on. So hopefully you've had some fun with us this week. And yeah, it's always fun having Robbie Wan Kenobi on. So really quickly, before I do the wrap up, check out Robbie Wan Kenobi. He is out of the blank podcast. It is on it's on YouTube. It's on all the Apple Podcasts, Spotify's, the Stichers. So check out his podcast, Out of the Blank. He talks to everyday people. He has real conversations. Get off your devices. Have real connections with people. Have real connections with Robbie Wan Kenobi. Out of the Blank. Check him out. All right, Sith Talkers. This has been episode 73, the August What If Star Wars Scenarios. I've been your host, as always, Mike Ferrando. Ferrando, joined by the Jedi Juice Syrup Cantina band following Out of the Blank podcast, Frank the Tank out of the blank. What if special co-host this week? Robbie Wan Kenobi! And may the force be with you, Sith Talkers! Always!
I can't do it anymore. My voice is too shredded.
Gnarly, bro. Shred it.
All right. I like it. All right. Actually, you know what I want to talk about here at the end? Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat? What is it? Like, right? Like, there's like
Mortal
a huge
Kombat,
like
dude.
battle. Wait, whoa,
It's Mortal Kombat.
Whoa. This is like saying, you know, you don't like the Beatles or Buddy Holly. You have to respect and like them because they paved the way for what rock music is today. So you need to respect Street Fighter because Street Fighter paved the way for Mortal Kombat.
And then some dude's gonna comment Soul Calibur, and I'm gonna lose my shit.
Soul Calibur is fun, man. Soul Calibur actually had the first Star Wars skins in it. You had like Darth Vader and I think Yoda in Soul Calibur. So, till the enders, what do you think? Are you a Street Fighter fan? Are you Mortal? I mean, I like both, right? But what do you like better? I like this. So, till the enders, if anybody's here listening at the end, do you like Street Fighter better or do you like Mortal Kombat better? This is a tough one for Lando. I think I have to give the edge to Street Fighter just because, like I don't know, man. I played that game so much when I was a kid. But I loved Mortal Kombat. Dude, I stood in line at the arcade to play Mortal Kombat in the arcade to face off against people. And that was really fun, too. So I played Street Fighter in the arcade, too. But what do you think, Sith Talkers? Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat? Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I like Mortal Kombat more just because I'm just more influenced by it. I've played it more than I have played.
Whoa.
I think I played Street Fighter once.
See, well, like I said, I think that has to do with age, right? 'Cause I'm a lot older, and I grew up with Street Fighter. So, there's Tekken. Remember Tekken? You ever played Tekken?
Yeah, Tekken's my all-time favorite. If we're gonna choose, I would choose Tekken over
Really?
Mortal Kombat. Yeah, that was a big game my brother played PlayStation all the time. I used to play all the time with him. I have a Tekken guy right next to my Raiden guy.
There you go.
I have
See? Cool.
the
That's
dude
awesome.
with the red eye.
There you go. See, there was a Star Wars fighting game that was just like Street Fighter, which I do have.
I just play Battlefront 2 all the time. That's my favorite.
Yeah, but Battlefront is like Battlefield, right? So all Battlefront is Battlefield with Star Wars skin on it. I've said this 100 times. Give me a Star Wars Call of Duty, right? Give me a Call of Duty game with Star Wars skins all over it, and I will be in heaven because I like Call of Duty better than Battlefield. All right, Sith Talkers. On that note, Robbie Wan Kenobi has to go, and I'm gonna go. So we are out. See ya. Bye.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Take 2. Practice DICKTIME with Lando harmony for the podcast.
Go.
There we go.
Oh, it's better. Having fun.
Ready? DICKTIME with Lando. DICKTIME with Lando. DICKTIME with Lando. DICKTIME with Lando. Who's got biggest dick? Who's got biggest dick? Who's got biggest dick? Who's got biggest dick? DICKTIME with Lando. DICKTIME with Lando. DICKTIME with Lando. DICKTIME with Lando. Who's got biggest dick? Who's got biggest dick? Who's got biggest dick? Who's got the biggest dick? DICKTIME with Lando.
Lando.
You know it's Dick Time with Lando. Dick time with Lando. Dick time with Lando.
It's not as good as Queen, but we'll get there.
Nice.
Oh, give me the do you know the thing that's
I know,
Gotta ride the lightning! Woo! Oh shit! Coming on the Death Star, hopping on the train, and we're gonna blow the shit up, blow the shit up, blow the shit up. Another one tries the dust. Another one, and another one goes, and another stormtrooper blows up. That was perfect. That should be an outtake for sure on that one. That was on.
and I'm gone.
No, it's like Bad to the Bone, but like I once knew a young boy. I once knew a clone trooper.
Right, everybody does this one.
There was the Sith. There was the Force. Everyone got fucked when Count Dooku claimed his sword.
All right.
Also, go
Sit here
into
and
the
do this all day.
railings. Holy fucking shit. That's scary. That'll give a kid nightmares. Oh my god. That's like the Mike Myers mask in Baby Driver. Give me like a good, like, funky beat. I'm about to make a rap.
So, what?
Give me a funky beat, like a funky riff.
A funky beat.
Boom, ta, boom, boom, pa, pa, boom, boom, pa, boom.
You want?
Sub-Zero has the biggest dick. Sub-Zero has the biggest dick. Sub-Zero has the biggest dick. He's got ice balls the size of glaciers. Sub-Zero has the biggest dick. Just a small Sub-Zero living in a lonely world. Sub-Zero has a big dick. Scorpion does not. Sub-Zero has a big dick. Sub-Zero has a big dick. Sub-Zero has the biggest dick of them all. Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero has the biggest dick of them all.
Sub-Zero has the biggest dick. Sub-Zero has the biggest dick.
Sub-Zero. 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 Sub-Zero.
Fatality. By Dick.
All right, we're not creating a mixtape here. Come on now.
You're the one who told me to like make something up. And then it never comes down. And his friends are like trying to use the Force. Bless you. They're trying to use the Force, and they're like nothing works.
That sneeze really fixed my ear. Thank God. I thought I was gonna have to go to the doctor. I was actually not gonna lie. I'm pretty scared about that for a minute. Was I lagging at all in the episode?
I don't know, but we're still going.
Just making sure. There's a freaking hurricane going on, and I'm trying to do Dick Time with Lando, and I'm hearing like 80-mile-an-hour winds hit the back window. I'm thinking a tree branch is gonna come in and kill me. Imagine that happening at the opera. The freaking seats just fell through the floor.
So
hello there.